Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Juice Baseball channel. And welcome back to another episode of the Indianapolis Bolts, a relocation franchise here on MLB The Show 24. We are entering the final couple of months of this season, and we have looked really, really good. 77 wins by August 13th is quite the number. Bieber's looked good. Peralta's looked better. Hunter Green's looked okay. Hunter Brown's looked phenomenal. And Paul Skeens has not played up to his Cy Young caliber that we know he can get to. I mean, he's got similar numbers to what he had last year, but he's already got 5 losses when he had 5 losses all last year. So it's a little bit worse. The bullpen's doing pretty solid, except for that Felix Bautista. But Felix Bautista is lowering his ERA, that is for sure. He is lowering his ERA, and we passed the deadline already. So we do have the juice. Stephen Kwan struggling, but so is Sal Frelick, so can't really go there. Adolis Garcia is struggling. Kyle Tucker is struggling. Casas is hitting really well. Green is having not a great season, but a really good season. And I'm considering not a great season because of what he did last year, and I'm comparing the two. So it's not a phenomenal year, but it certainly could be even better if he continues to hit. Then Willy Adames, we got Rhys Hines, who's hitting okay. 261 in 326 at-bats is fine. Maybe you can get that up a little bit more. And then we got Adley Rutschman, who we made the deal for in the last episode, which I'm really excited for. We also brought up Kobe Mayo as a big-time prospect because I'm pretty sure it was because we had an injury, but maybe it wasn't. I thought we did it because we had an injury, but maybe it was just because of... No, because we're not in September yet. I was going to say maybe it was because of September calls, but it was not September calls. I don't remember why we called him up, but we did. He's up here now, so... we are going to simulate the rest of the season. Finish these last 2 months. We have $54,000 in the budget. We are kind of thin on money. But if we go to our GM goals, this is year number 4 currently. We won the World Series last year with 105 wins. And we're on track to win a bunch of games this year too. We can win over 100 games if we keep winning. But let's get started here. We got to finish up the month of August and all of September in today's episode. We beat the Red Sox, but Ben Valey, I don't know how to say his name, I never have. He broke his shin, so that sucks for him. Lost to the Red Sox, beat the Red Sox, so take 2 out of 3 against them. That's nice to see. And now we've got a situation with Casas on second. Johan Duran is pitching, trying to shut the door on us. 2 outs. Riley Green is the man. First jump in? I think it might be. We have got ourselves a tough situation here. Bottom of the 9th and 2 outs. Johan Duran, one of the better closers in all of baseball, and we're first pitch swinging on Riley Green. He could have walked us off right there. Riley Green, get out! Get out! No, it's not going to get out. And the Twins win. First pitch swinging. I screwed it up. Yep, that's what happens. That's what I do. I be doing those things. Peralta got the loss, unfortunately. Why did Peralta go 5 innings in the first place? What's Freddie Peralta doing out here? Freddie Peralta has no business going 5 innings. I don't know what that was. We've got Kyle Harrison in a tough spot. 1-1. I believe in you, Kyle. Okay, we got the job done. We beat the Phillies, lose the Phillies. Bieber sprained his elbow. He's out for 1 to 2 weeks. That's not ideal. We do get the win, though. The Bolts have a invalid pitching lineup. Well, who do we put in here? Probably Kyle Harrison, right? That's probably what we do. Until Bieber comes back. We beat the Cubs, lose to the Cubs, beat the Cubs. So right now we're winning all of our series. We won the 2-3 against the Sox. We won 2-3 against the Twins. We won 2-3 against the Phillies and 2-3 against the Cubs. Unfortunately, we can't sweep these teams, but we are winning baseball games and winning series, which is really all that matters. The sweeps are nice, but at least we're winning the series. And view draft picks. Oh, that's right. I viewed the draft picks at the end of last episode, and they sucked. I forgot about that. Marlins. Ooh, Rhys Hines. Top of the 9th, 1 out. Runners on first and second, and Rhys Hines at the plate. He's 0 for 3. I gotta show my boy Rhys some love. All right, Rhys. Here we go. 1 out. Top of the 9th. Double play is in play. Double play is a possibility. Going up against Dylan Coleman, former Kansas City Royal. We dealt with him a couple years ago in the Royal Series. Or maybe it was last year? I don't remember. Oh, that's up the middle. That's a double play, and that is the game for the boys. Well, not the game, but the inning. That's unfortunate. I thought I got a nice little piece of that baseball, but apparently I did not. Gregory Santos. I believe in you, Gregory. Now it's Devin Williams. Okay, here we go. This is what I'm talking about. Devin Williams, final out possibly. I love that they're wearing the pinstripes. It makes me feel good. Ooh, good pitch from Devin. Sweeping curve gets him. We'll go fastball 0-1 on Nick Fortes. He stares at a ball in the corner. Adley loves it, and we'll go cutter away to strike him out and win this ball game. No, he got a piece of it. How dare you? Unbelievable. We'll go right back to it. Devin Williams. He fouls it off again. Stop swinging at that pitch. Just strike out. Not that hard. And he swung at that one. Rushman fields it. I combined his names. Rushley. Rushman controls it, throws it on to first, and we get the win. That's a big dog win. The Juice hit a home run. Love to see it. Devin Williams gets another save because he's goated. He is goated. He's got 41 saves in August. Pretty awesome. All right. So we beat the Marlins there. We have the bases loaded for Tristan Casas. I might give Casas the rub here. We might just, because he's having a pretty solid year. I believe in you, Tristan. Darn it. Couldn't get it done. But now we have bases loaded for Willy Adames. I believe in you, Willie. Darn it. Okay, maybe I shouldn't believe in him. Devin Williams, we lost that game too. I think we won that game. Yeah, we did. Okay, so we're 87-52. It's September call-up time. Who gets the rub? Obviously, we're going to save one spot for Shane Bieber when he comes back because he should be coming back pretty soon. So who gets that phone call? Who's going to come up and play Big League Baseball to end the year? I've been super conflicted about Andrew Monasterio. Maybe it's just him. Maybe it's Andrew Monasterio. It probably has to be him. I think we're good at pitching. We don't need another pitcher up here. I'm conflicted between Bryce Terang, Andrew Monasterio, Cole Young's down in the minors still. Maybe Cole Young. And probably Dylan Cruz or Andrew Jones. Or just Drew Jones, not Andrew Jones, just Drew. Dylan's already made a couple appearances up here, but Drew's never done it. He's never been up to the majors just yet. Maybe Drew's the guy. Maybe Drew is the guy. You know what? Drew's getting the call. Drew's getting the call, and so is Monasterio. Monasterio's getting the call as well. Okay, so we're going to leave that up there. Fix the roster there. Fix the lineup there. Okay, perfect. They didn't call somebody else up for me, did they? Oh, they did. Who'd they call up? I shouldn't have done that. Who's the guy they called up? They called up Shane Daly? Why would you call him up? I guess because we need another pitcher, but out of everybody, that's who you call up? Remove that man from the 40-man roster immediately. Oh, I guess we have to have 28 guys up here. Okay. So I'll bring up somebody that I don't care about. We'll add Estevan Manuel to there, and then we'll call him up to the bigs. We're just going to call... This is basically just a call-up because we need a body until Bieber gets back. And Bieber should be back pretty soon. Yeah, he's back in 3 days, so this guy's going to get called down pretty soon. Abner Uribe, we win that game. Good job. Hunter Green's got a shutout going. That's what I like to see. Juice hurt his arm. That's not good. We do get the win, though. And Tristan Casas. You know what? Last time I had Tristan Casas in the bases loaded, I didn't jump in. This time, I will. All right, Tristan, we're at home. You got all the fans behind you. Please do the job. You got the bases loaded. Bottom 7, 2 outs. He's hitting .318 with runners in scoring position. He's having a great year. Just please do the dang thing. Don't swing at that pitch. Andrew Chafin's going to try to get you to swing at that. You don't want to bite. You don't want to bite at it. He's thrown 2 sliders. He's going to throw the sinker at some point. Although he didn't throw the sinker there, and that's the end of the inning. Oh, he threw 3 straight sliders. Let's just say I wasn't ready for that. Unfortunate. We got Riley Green now. He's got a 16-game hitting streak. Well, what can you do for me, Riley? Down by 1. Chafin is still in. Riley Green pops up a can of corn. Fantastic. Okay, I am sucking. And we lose the game. Oh, no, we win the game. Yay, 4-1. Okay, I'll take that. That's a big dug. Big dug? That's a big dub. I don't know what a dug is. We got 91 wins. We're going to bring the Beebs back into the game. Estevan Manuel, bye-bye. He's gone. Bieber's back in. Pitching rotation. Harrison actually got a win. Good for him. But it'll be the Beebs back in play here with his injury. Luckily, it wasn't too long. Costas got another. Oh, look at Drew Jones on base already. The big dog. We lose to the Giants. Kyle Harrison's got a tough situation. Juice bruises. Juice, what's going on with you? Why are you bruising everything? You bruised your arm, now your leg? What's happening? We get the win against the Giants. We win another series. I like that. But now we take on the Padres. We have 93 wins. 93 of them. And we still have about a month of baseball to go, right? About 2 weeks. 2 weeks of baseball to be played. We can beat 105 wins if we win a bunch of these games, which is not out of the realm of possibility. We have a lot of good pitchers and a lot of good hitters. We're doing pretty darn well. I go up, thank you. Juice is getting hot even though he's getting bruised a bunch. A lot of our guys that were cold are now hot, which is nice. Reese Hines is doing fine enough. Drew Jones, he must have been a pinch runner because he doesn't have any hits yet. He's got 5 at-bats. He has. Oh, my God, Drew, what's going on with you? That's okay. We are looking pretty good, though. Although Adolis Garcia, 14 home runs in September? Look at all these. What are you doing, Adolis? We might have to move on from him. I mean, this is just embarrassing. How can we have Adolis Garcia with? I mean, Casas and Tucker are putting up more home runs than you. Juice has almost got more home runs than you. What's happening? We might have to move on from Garcia in the offseason. I don't know. Bautista's in a very tough situation, but he gets through it. Good job. Everybody's bruising their arms. What's happening? We win that game against the Padres. Devin Williams, shut the door, Devin. Shut the door. He didn't do it. Darn you, Devin. Ooh, we almost swept the Rangers, though. Devin Williams in another tough situation. You know what? This time, Devin, I'm going to help you. All right, there's one out in the top of the ninth. Runner on second. Devin Williams, you couldn't get the job done last time. So I'm going to make you get the job done this time. You will deliver, Devin. You will. Here comes the cutter. That's a can of corn. Reese Hines will go get it. Thank you very mucho. All right. That's the second out. And now it's Christian Arroyo. Bronson's brother. And we will try to get him out. 1-0. Go with the cutter. And he will ground that to Reese Hines. Who else? On to first. Ball game. Bolts win. See, you had to get me involved. Couldn't just do it by yourself, Devin. Come on. That's save number 48. Oh, that's right. They have Juan Soto. I forgot about that. All right, another big win. Can we win this one? Casas, get the job done. Nope, we can't get the win there. Casas again, get the job done. Yep, we got that win. Okay. And Juice is at the plate with the bases loaded. Why is Drew Jones always on base? I don't know, but I'm going to jump in. All right, here's the Juice. Cool as a cucumber. Bases loaded, bottom of the 8th. And the Juice fouls off a money pitch. Because that's what he does. He fakes you out. He's so cool. He makes you think he's going to hit the easy stuff. He just wanted to make you sweat a little bit. He opens the scoring. And that is what I'm talking about. 2 RBI single for the Juice. He's Joe Cool. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that. He didn't want to swing at the easy stuff. He wanted to make it a little bit more difficult. Oh, look at the guy. There's the boy right there. That's the Juice. And they pull him, and now it's Sal Frelick time. Oh, no, this is Stephen Kwan. Excuse me. Not Sal Frelick. The batting stance was similar for me for some reason. And that, unfortunately, I don't think will score anybody. I didn't really want to send the guy from third base, even though he might have gotten there. You never know. Kyle Tucker's had a really, really good year. He continues to have a good year if he gets a base hit here. Tucker. Oh, that's a money pitch right up in the zone. I was not sitting first pitch fastball 99 miles an hour. Let's just be fair. I was not sitting on that. But I was this time. I got a good rip of it, but it's going to be caught, unfortunately. Sinker, 96 on the gun. That's the end of the inning. But Juice got the job done with the 2 runs. Hopefully we can hold on for the win, and we do. It is 4-2 victory. Devin Williams gets the player of the game and the save. Okay, good for him. I feel like Juice just got robbed there, but whatever. Big dubs. And we win the series 3-4 against the Marlins, which gives us our 100th win. There is 6 games left. So the most we can win is 106 games, obviously. That would be 1 better than what we won last year. I doubt that we're going to win 106 games. That's just not what happens. The AAA team does not make the playoffs. The AA team does. Okay, good for them. And we won't win 106 games. Tristan Casas gets the win there. Riley Green at the plate. Riley Green does not get the win. We won't even win 105 games this year. But we do sweep the Pirates. We win 104 this year. All right, that's still pretty solid. I will say that. That is still pretty solid. We're the #1 team in baseball. We'll go through quickly. Will Benson led the league in batting average? That's kind of crazy. Oh, Juice led the league in triples. Love to see that. But I'll go through and he also led the league in stolen bases. Good for him. I will also go through all of this so you guys can see if you care about any of these league leaders. Looks like Shane Bieber had another fantastic season because what else would he do, really? Mike Trout's on the Astros now? What? When did that happen? Actually, he's been on the Astros for a while. Do I remember that trade? I don't remember that trade at all. Whatever. Whatever. I don't remember that trade whatsoever. It happened, or maybe he signed in free agency, but he's got a huge contract. I don't know how he could sign in free agency, but whatever. He's here. All right. So we will go to the awards screen. We can see all that. Shohei takes home the MVP. Paul Skeens wins back-to-back Cy Youngs. How? How is this man winning Cy Youngs? Is he paying people off? How is he winning Cy Youngs? Because he's getting strikeouts. I think that's what it is. I think that's how he won it last year. He's getting 222 strikeouts. That had to have led the league. That's how he's getting it. But he's back-to-back Cy Young. I don't know how that's happening. Benson gets the batting title. Hoffman, some rookie who I don't know. Mookie. And then we'll go through all the gold glovers. Stephen Kwan gets a gold glove. Good for him. Hit the Kwan. And here are the silver sluggers. We had a couple of guys getting in contention, but nobody that actually won it. And here are your American Leaguers, if you care about these boys at all. I don't, but if you do. I can't believe that Paul Skeens gets back-to-back freaking Cy Youngs. What is he doing that's better than... In my opinion, Bieber had a better year. He just didn't have the strikeouts. He didn't have 222 strikeouts. But I feel like Bieber had a way better year than him. Even Peralta had a better year than him. He just didn't win as many games. Skeens had 16 wins, only 13 for Peralta, but he had a much lower ERA. He had 2 less strikeouts. Peralta had a better... How did Paul Skeens win this? It has to be strikeouts, right? It has to be. There's no other reason why Paul Skeens would have won two Cy Youngs in a row if it's not for strikeouts. Because he didn't... he had a great year with wins. He pitched 182 innings. He didn't have that good of an ERA at all. Or a good whip. Or even that good of a WAR. I mean, it's a fine WAR. It's not fantastic. It's gotta be strikeouts. It's what's getting him. I mean, I'm not complaining. It sounds like I'm complaining. I'm not trying to complain. I mean, we had a player win 2 straight Cy Youngs. I'm not trying to complain about it. I'm just confused more so than anything. Why is he the one winning all the Cy Youngs when we have guys that are clearly having better seasons? Especially Shane Bieber. Shane Bieber had a fantastic year. How does he not win the Cy Young? I mean, he's got the same exact WAR. He's got a much better whip, a much better ERA, the same amount of wins. He just doesn't have as many strikeouts. I don't know. Confusing. But here are your numbers for everybody. If you're curious about the rest of the pitching staff and how we did. Hunter Green, 12 wins. He's definitely playing better with the team around him. Obviously, in Cincinnati, he was struggling. Maybe he's going to start to find his stride here. I hope so, because he's consistently getting better ERAs and better whips. So maybe he's going to start to finally find that groove. Hunter Brown had a better year than last year. I was kind of concerned with his year last year. He had definitely had a better year. Just was kind of on the losing end more times than I would have cared about. And then we already took a look at Skeens' numbers. So the bullpen, Trevor Rogers, very solid season. Kyle Harrison had to play a couple of times. He started 2 games this year because of Bieber's injury. But he did fairly well. Had a really good ERA. I'm liking the growth that we're seeing from Kyle Harrison. Abner Uribe, he had 81 strikeouts, 62 innings pitched. That's a good year from Abner. I like to see it. Then we got Gregory Santos, 35 innings pitched. In 35 innings, he only had a 1.77. Okay. I see you out here, Gregory. Felix Bautista, he ended up getting, when we started the episode, he had a 6 ERA. He ended up lowering it all the way to a 4.93. So I guess, given the circumstances, that's a fairly solid season for Felix. He really came back down to earth. His WAR is not great, but he really came back down to earth with that. Garrett Crochet had a solid season, as you would expect from Garrett Crochet. And then Devin Williams, 51 saves, which is why we made him the full-time closer in the first place. And he had a 3.32, 1.21 whip, a 1 WAR. I mean, that's a really good year from Devin. Can't really complain about it too much. So that's our bullpen. The lineup, we saw what Juice was doing because Juice was a GOAT, as you would expect. 30 home runs. He's killing it. He had a 2.95, a 3.77, a 5.54. That's a good year. Good year from Juice. Hit the Quan. 12 home runs. He's never going to be a power guy. That's what we expect. But he did finally hit over 300, which I'm kind of shocked he didn't hit over 300 last year. But I think he got hurt a little bit last year. He only played 101 games. But a much better season this year. So Steven's getting slightly worse, though he is regressing for some reason, but maybe he can continue it. And Adolis Garcia, 17 home runs. Maybe and this is just a dreadful season. This is just horrible. Even for somebody that's not of Adolis Garcia's standards, this is a god-awful season. Now, he only played 134 games, so maybe if he had those extra 30 games, he probably, or I guess 120-something games, 26 games. If he had those extra 26 games, he probably has a couple extra home runs, maybe. Raises the average a couple of points. Even with those extra 26 games, you don't know how good he's going to be. So maybe this offseason we say goodbye to Adolis Garcia. I don't know. He is 34. Kyle Tucker had another really, really good year. I mean, we saw him win some awards. He got another All-Star appearance. He got some good stuff. So Kyle Tucker, I'm all in on. I like Kyle Tucker. Casas had a really, really good year. Really good year. He's improving on what he did last year, which is good. He's a 98 overall now. I mean, Tristan Casas is murdering the baseball. Riley Green had okay, when we started the episode, I was a little bit concerned with how he was doing, but Riley Green definitely in those last 2 months picked up the pace. That's another really solid season. It's obviously not as good as what he did last year, but it's still a very, very good year for Riley Green. I'm happy with what he was doing, so we're good there. Willie Adames, another solid season, a little bit lower average and just normal or lower splits in general, but fine season. Could definitely see him. Who'd they take off the playoff roster? They took somebody off the playoff roster. We still got those guys. They added Bryce Terang. Kobe Mayo's done off the playoff roster for some reason. Bring Kobe back up. Take Monasterio down. Quan, Churio, Garcia. Oh, they took Reese Hines off the playoff roster. That's who they took off. Okay, we'll take down Bryce Terang. All right, there we go. Okay, so I don't know who this has got to be the right field spot then. Or, no, the third base spot, which is where not Reese Hines. Yeah, he was playing third base. That's right. So Reese Hines in his, oops, I didn't mean to back out there. Reese Hines in his 125 games that he played in, 11 home runs. Unfortunately, he's regressing a little bit, but this is still a fine rookie season. I'm not upset with these numbers. He's only 26. He should be able to grow. He's got the good attributes and stuff. So if he can turn that around from regressing to progressing, he can have a really good season. Adley Rutschman, kind of cooled off a little bit. These aren't the numbers. I mean, he had a fantastic year last year, but maybe that was just like a anomaly type of year. I don't know, but I still believe in him. He's still a great player. Christopher Morel, we kind of really lowered his reps because we brought up Rhys Hines. So Christopher Morel, obviously not the player he was earlier in the series. Maybe it's time to find a new team for him. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. Sal Frelick, good player. 100 games he played in. Performed pretty well. Good backup to have. Kobe Mayo got 17 games. He hit 2 home runs. Good for him. 328 in those 17 games. Yeah, Kobe Mayo's got a future. Kobe Mayo's definitely got a future. Jefferson Cuero had a good year in the limited reps he was able to get. I'm happy with that. Progress all the way. And then Jackson Churio had another pretty good year. So he's progressing. All the young guys are progressing, which is exactly what you want to say. So those are our stats. Those are our pitching, batting stats. We will find out who we take on, and we will play the Giants. And I think our double team just won the championship. We did take 2 of 3 against the Giants earlier in the regular season, in the final month. Other than that, I don't know the last time we played the Giants. We played the Giants only that time, the entire year, right? No, we played them the first week of the season, or second week of the season. And we took 2 of 3 against them. So we did not play the Giants very much this year, is what I'm saying. And we have to play them in the NLDS in the next episode, which will be the playoffs. It'll be the entirety of the playoffs. Hopefully we can go back-to-back and win our second straight World Series. That would be awesome. It's going to take a lot of work. But I think we've got the team to do it. I mean, we have great players all around. Our pitching staff is pitching amazing. We just got a back-to-back Cy Young winner in Paul Skeens, even though Bieber had a fantastic year. Everybody's pitching well. The bullpen's pitching great. The lineup is hitting pretty well as well, or also. So I'm confident we can get another World Series, but I was confident we could get a World Series with the Padres, and that didn't happen. So we'll see what happens in the next episode. If you enjoyed this video, though, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much. Stop by and watch. I truly appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.